Good day to Madam Faradilla and my dear friends. Welcome to a group presentation video. So in this video, me and my group members going to present about the group report. Without wasting time, I'm moving into the introduction part. So in this part, we are going to tell about herself. First of all, hi everyone, it's me, THINESWARI, daughter of GUNALAN. Here are my group members. First of all, the first one is FARAHIN, BINTI, ROSLEE.
Hi guys.
Second one is MAHADI.
Hi.
And we have ALIA, BINTI, KHAIRUL, FAZLI.
Hello, madam.
So that's all about the introduction part. Without wasting time, I'm moving into the content of presentation. Here we got 6 questions. The first question presented by myself, second presented by ALIA, third presented by FARAHIN, fourth question presented by MAHADI, the fifth question presented by again Miss FARAHIN. The last one is presented by myself. So here we attach the case study of HR trend in 2022 of human resource management. Here you can see the picture of the case study. You can read here also. Without wasting time, I'm moving into the my part, which is the first question, which is what are the current trend in HRIS nowadays? HRIS means Human Resource Information System. Here the answer on. So we got answer 4 part, which is mean 4 points. I would like to explain the first point, which is talk about the current trend in HRIS nowadays is understanding the younger workforce. Then generation Z is the preparation to join the workforce. As with all generations, their career priorities and value are different from employees of priorities of years. So it is the importance of talent management professionals to figure out the excellence to make this young adult trick. Then generation S work from the highest motivated. Monster surveyed work age 15 to 20 and found that 76% of them to feel responsible to driving their own career forward. I'm moving into the second point, which is the gig economic. Following that, the second point of current trend in HRIS nowadays is gig economic. It was grown by e-apps and bought over the last several years. And now that many people are out of work because of the coronavirus pandemic, they are running to short-term gig even if they could not have considered it otherwise. The gig economic is a trend toward worker entrepreneurship and empowerment, and we proceed to an it all growth and explanation over the next year. HRIS software will likely to adjust to this trend. We believe that high-quality HRIS in 2022 will be treat the following doctors as well as soon to data tracking multinational gig toward the workers associate the entire organization. That's all about the second point. We're moving into the third point. I will explain it. In addition, the third point of current trend in HRIS nowadays is better browsing experience. As more and more HRIS, which means Human Resource Information System, are moving toward employee self-awareness or self-service, developer will need to make sure that software interferes as well as soon and intercept the possible. That's all about the third point. We're moving into the last point of this question number 1, which is upgrade to safety guidelines and tracking. The waste of majority of US workers are required to wear face masks and while on shift. Because of this, we proceed to HRIS, which means Human Resource Information System, will be used to track workers' compliance to disciplinary action to that are given not wearing masks. We also believe that companies will be use HRIS to store safety information and regarding face masks. They will be also used in HRIS to send emails or direct mails to employees regarding the government updates on COVID work procedures. That's all about the first question answer. I hope I covered the 4 points in this question. So without wasting time, we're moving into the second question. I will pass to ALIA to take over the question.
For the question 2, The first HRIS issue that today's business face is finding and retaining high quality talent. Next slide. The tight labor market continues to provide substantial issues for human resource. According to expert HR poll, recruitment and hiring are the most significant challenge for HR professionals. Next slide. Second issue is the revolving door of talent. The World Health Organization made news last year when it defined burnout as a condition understood as emerging from continuous working stress that has not been properly handled. According to a research published in the journal Career Development International, many highly engaged employees are also fatigued and ready to leave their workplace. Companies are most at danger of losing their most motivated and hardworking staff as a result of excessive stress and burnout. Next slide. Next issue is developing the next generation of leaders. Business invests billions of dollars on leadership development every year. Because of the shortage of in-demand talent and the high expense of acquiring and maintaining talent, many firms are focusing on internal talent. According to a recent poll, employees are more likely to stay with a firm that provides leadership training. However, 47% of respondents are unsatisfied with their employer's present learning and development options and want greater flexibility and real-world application whenever feasible. Next slide. Finding resource for workforce development. While Amazon invests hundreds of millions of dollars in workforce development efforts, many firms are hesitant to invest much in training and development. Despite the lack of a guarantee of a return on investment, business of all sizes should implement training methods and structures that will evolve over time and provide a competitive edge. Investing in entry-level employee training and development is a growing strategy as their roles are most readily replaced after the trainee progress up the corporate ladder. Last issue, next. Last issue is achieving diversity with inclusion. Workplace prejudice, both conscious and unconscious, continues to inhibit minority groups' employment, growth, and investment. Despite the fact that many firms have made significant progress in employing a more diverse workforce in recent years, the probability that organizations will be able to retain these employees without actively constructing an inclusive workplace is low. If HR focus on diversity while failing to develop an inclusive culture, the diverse set of individuals they hire will be less likely to stay. Organizations must set rigorous policies to protect employees from undesired activities. Next, I will pass to Farahin.
Thank you, Alia. I start my presentation with future trends and challenges for HRM. For the first slide is talent retention. HR believe they would have to fight tooth and nail to retain top and outstanding employees. Most companies have started using ATS, applicant tracking system, for the onboarding process. This has not only streamlined the onboarding system, but made the entire process employee-friendly as well. We move for the next slide is developing a healthy corporate culture. Healthcare costs are a growing concern for organizations. Robert Half, Chief Financial Officer, 2020, identified healthcare costs as the #1 issue facing the organization. Healthy corporate culture involves more people in making important decisions. These leaders are not threatened by scrutiny, input, or success of others. They value employee feedback and continuous learning. Some organizations offer multiple health plans. Some are only available to highly compensated employees. We move for the next slide. Quality employees experience. In fast-paced companies, high staff turnover has become a common affair. HR must collaborate to build a culture that inspiring, motivating, and welcoming. Companies can offer e-learning and opportunities for training, flexible schedule, work from home facilities, crash in office, and gym facilities. We move for the next slide. Embracing change with ease and grace. HR are responsible for ensuring that employees are fully competent with the changing technological and business trends. Organizations must upgrade to the latest technology such as cloud-based applicant tracking system. An ideal ATS takes care of every single need, right, from application reception to onboarding of the employees. Next, we move for my last slide, which is leadership development. Employers are finding themselves indecisive on how the organization future pillars will be developed. The attrition and employees turnover rate are giving jitters to the recruiters. HR managers are having a tough time in implementing employees' engagement strategies, which may persuade them to stay with the organization. This is from me. I pass to Mahadi.
Okay, thank you, Farah, for the presentation. So we move to the question 4, which is the disadvantage to HRIS. There are many of disadvantage of human resource information system, costs vary depending on the HRIS system capabilities. As a result, it all of the money is focused on the setup cost. The firm is likely to lose a significant amount of money and will be indirectly involved in other financial difficulties. For instance, employee wages are paid and so forth. So we move to the next slide. Financial regulator. The human resource division is one of the first 3 components of a company HRIS platform, which allows for the automated payment of salary, benefits, commission, incentive, and taxes. This component can determine the amount of value if an organization has a bonus program or award for employee success. As a result, bonus calculations are more precise and clear, reducing mistake caused by manual computation. Next, loss of subjectivity. Manager may be tempted to promote based on the objective data provided by your HR management system. This may deter manager from taking the time to get to know their workers on a personal level. A computer can only provide you quantitative data, which does not necessarily reveal the whole picture. In fact, relying solely on computerized employee evaluation can result in impersonal performance reviews. So we move to the next slide. The difficulty of analysis. Simply sorting the data into usable pieces may need the use of a separate analytic system. If we want to examine employee turnover in connection to salary levels, for example, and our system isn't sophisticated enough, we can have trouble creating reports that uncover patterns. This may need specialized tool not included in our human resource management system, which may incur additional costs. So we move to my last slide. The last disadvantage is security breach. Hacker may get access to information and utilize it for evil reasons. The installation of unknown IP address access might make system vulnerable, and outside hackers well as shady staff and computer skills. Information breaches and identity theft that occur within a company's walls are likewise a risk that must be handled. So that is from me. So I pass back to Farahin.
Thank you, Mahadi. I continue with legal requirement of information security. The Act was enacted in Canada to support and promote electronic business by protecting personal information that is collected, used, or disclosed in certain circumstances. Under PIPETA, individuals have the right to see the information the government has about them as well as request corrections. They also can report the management of personal data within an organization if privacy rights are violated, ask about the collection or usage for personal information by an organization, and seek advisement on who within the organization is responsible for the protection of personal information. That's all from me. I pass to Tino.
Thank you, Farahin. So we hope you guys understand the question's explanation and the answer explanation that we are given. The answers given by Ms. Alia, Ms. Farahin, and Mr. Mahadi. So without wasting time, I'm going to summarize the case study. In this conclusion part, I'm going to conclude the case study. As a conclusion, due to many economics and challenges that are most organizations face, it's come very hard for HRIM, which means HR Human Resource Management Department, to achieve this. On the other hand, the increasing number of workers with no specific specification or with common challenges to human resource management, primarily because of focus on an organization to ensure extra expansion to upgrading skills or employees training like enhance something acting a setback or to proper management of organization. Following that, the organizational requiring can necessarize the managing of organization, which may cause loss of job or outplacing employees. This may result in many organizational comfort to increase their expectation, like enhanced costing, organization operating programs. Then, due to many challenges that are facing in human resource department, there is need for organization to adapt correct or workable to policy that will not be only ensure they able to challenging to develop management and mechanism to dealing with such as challenging to case the occur in future. In addition, the past few years of having redefined the human resource management industry is more ways to on. From the feasible work model to hospitalize, the approach of round employee well-being in 2020 and until now 2022 will be the year of HR adds value to transportation. It is witnessed in a recurrent past. The last but not the least of this conclusion part is I would like to summarize this case specifically HRM, which means human resource management, needs to increase their overall strategy to enhance active to achieve use to people and provide better return to the organization in terms of ROI, which means return of investment of every rupees, dollars, or ringgit Malaysia spent on them. That's all about me in this conclusion part. So I hope we all cover everything on this report. Thank you, madam, for watching us video, and thank you guys watching this video until the end. Bye, says by Pino,
Alia,
Farah.
Mahadi.
thank you.
Thank you, madam.
thank you,
Thank
madam.
you, madam.